entertained by yesterday's day in court. By the way, like, it's crazy how you could just read tweets. And I mean, I'm like reading the tweets over and, contextualizing certain shit, and you could kind of see the imagery around it almost, even though we are not seeing video. Keep saying this is the OJ trial of hip hop. Yesterday was entertaining to a lot of people because it described the beef with Trippie Redd getting punched on. It described the beef with Casanova, fight at the Barclays Center, gunshots being fired, Trippie Redd's van being shot up. What else? People getting robbed, like the between gang beefs or whatever. Who else? Slightly the Chief Keef shooting, but pretty much a lot of the action items were discussed yesterday. Today was the most shocking day for me. I'm gonna tell you why. And I don't want to see, please, if you're one of them little kids who, as soon as I start talking, be like, you're telling, like, nobody's telling, okay? But I'm contextualizing shit. I have a theory. Again, what do I know? I haven't talked to 6ix9ine in like a week or two. I don't know. Again, I can't verify these things. And also, I could never talk to him about these things until he's out, right? So, large in part, I've been in the dark in a lot of this shit. But today, a lot of shit aligned for me. And it was what came out in court. Well, also, by the way, what happened today in court, too, remember the whole super violate shit? The y'all gotta violate him came from, ironically, Jim Jones. Jim Jones told Mel Murder, like, yo, you heard that nigga's Breakfast Club interview? Y'all niggas gotta go violate them. The fucking audio is pretty graphic because, like, Jim is pretty lucky that he ain't fucking get, like, arrested, too. But they play the audio in court. You hear his voice. And he's basically, like, there's a transcript of it saying, like, yo, y'all gotta send shots at them niggas. It gotta be shots like y'all at a bar. It was like, that's the line. Crazy. I don't know. Anyway, clearly people were offended by that Breakfast Club interview and they want stuff to be done. Regardless, that's not what even though I don't think no one. So remember now it connects why they asked them about Jim Jones yesterday. They asked him about Jim Jones yesterday or earlier today because they had him on audio on a wiretap call, basically giving advice to Mel Murder on how to handle 6ix9ine. Anyway, this is the most surprising thing. And I don't know if people caught this because, I think everybody, like, we're caught up on names being mentioned. Oh, he mentioned Cardi B's name, which, by the way, he did mention Cardi B's name, but the defense attorney brought Cardi B's name up. And the defense attorney was just trying to say, yo, they're trying to prove that 6ix9ine was a fake blood that was pretending this whole time and that was only jacking a gang image because he's seen other rappers, quote unquote, a rapper like Cardi B. Cardi B's early videos, she had like gang people in the background, all right? So they were like, that's the defense whole angle, like, yo, nigga, you was never a real gang member at all. How could you really speak on some of this shit, right? And basically he was saying, yeah, I know Cardi B. I know she's affiliated. He didn't say she was in Treyware, nothing like that, but basically he said, yeah, I didn't copy her videos. That's about it. Some fake tweets went out saying more. Anyway, this is the most interesting thing that I found out today. Made a lot of things made sense to me. About 2 to 3 informants other than 6ix9ine came out today. It was revealed other people were cooperating. And just line a lot of things up in my mind, I think more than even, oh, they're fucking my baby moms, allegedly, they taking money. I think him probably realizing, nigga, you're fucked. Like, the niggas who are cooperating, again, y'all can look through some of the documents. I don't necessarily have to name who, but there's some other niggas allowed themselves to be, wires are taped to them, vehicles are bugged. So, you know what I mean? Like, there was mad other informants that by the time they got 6ix9ine and he was gonna flip, like, it was like, fuck, everybody else flipped. Or at least not of course the niggas doing some shit, but other people around. Which was very ironic. Remember when they used to say I was working the fucking feds? Like, oh, speaking of which, and this, okay, very important though. And I don't believe this is saying too much. By the way, I'm learning shit in court. Everybody's giving it up. The night before, remember I told you, I never saw 6ix9ine again. Or did I? I did. Alright, I'm going to give you a loose story. 6ix9ine goes to Dubai. His house gets raided. I always thought that was interesting. Remember I even said that before. I said, it's interesting. How niggas know shit was at the crib? How the feds exactly knew what was at the crib? Very interesting. Okay. He's in Dubai. He's like scared shitless because he don't know what the fuck is going on. They just raided his crib, so he's staying over there. He eventually got to come back to answer to this child sex probation shit because they were trying to get him locked up. He eventually doesn't go to jail, but that's the same day the shoddy thing happened with him and his label outside of Philippe Chow. Somebody gets shot. But I remember the night before he went to trial, he called me. And I remember I had went to the studio because he had just came back from Dubai, and I went to the studio. I wanted to talk to him, right? Because he fired mad people. And some of them hit me up like, oh, yo, 6ix9ine hit. Like, they fired us, this and third. I'm like, what the fuck? So I wanted to talk to him because he seemed like he was in a different mindset. I show up to the studio, hella different niggas there. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know. Like, and as I said, it was a bunch of yes men. It was like the yes men. You feel me? It's like, remember he played 2 songs to me and I was like, yeah, that ain't it. And everybody else were like, nah, this is it. I'm like, you niggas just got here like 20 seconds ago. Y'all just trying to make sure y'all stay. I get the yes man role, fine. But I was wondering, like, what happened to the old niggas you were with? Like, the old people. Anyway. Even certain people who, by the way, these aren't gang people for the most part that I'm asking about, right? I couldn't talk to him that night. But I had, this was a conversation, I described it before. The night before he went to the child sex hearing where he got probation, the night before, he thought he was going to jail for like 3 to 4 years. He thought the judge just had enough with him. All the bullshit that kept happening, he thought he was getting sent to jail. And he called me, and he was basically it was a long conversation, but he was trying to say, yo, Ak, you're one of the only, without you, I wouldn't have accomplished all this. And even if tomorrow I get locked up and I go down, just know I thank you for what you've done to help me in my career. Because I was really at a very desperate point before my career popped off. And I felt it was really sincere, you know? And I was like, bro, I'm kind of glad that, like, you're having, like, this moment of humility, but also, that I always told him, I'm like, this is the difference between you and most of these rappers. Like, I've helped mad fuck niggas get on the game. But once they get on, they act like they're fucking entitled to some shit. You continue, you always have said thanks. But that's not part of the story which I was trying to tell. I asked him at that point, I said, bro, yo, what's been going on? He told me, he said recently he can't really record. He's really stressed out. He's paranoid, too. He's like, yo, after the shit that happened with the feds, he's like, yo, I'm paranoid. I don't know what's going on. But I asked myself, what happened to certain people? He said one thing, and I ain't going to repeat it fully, and I never asked anything more about it. But after seeing what happened in court today, that nigga was right. He said to me, I asked about 7 to 8 people. So what happened to so-and-so? What happened to so-and-so? They used so-and-so. He says, Ak, so-and-so is a federal informant. Straight up. That shit, it was like a stone cold feeling for me because before, anytime me and then, of course, we talk about it, like sometimes he has a case in Houston, but I've never heard him mention federal shit. He's like, yo, I found out that nigga is a federal informant. And I didn't ask him anything more about it. The only reason I even mention it, and this is kind of, I guess, part of the person, which I don't know if this was like some fucking government, like this is why it's tripping me out today. I don't know if this was like some fucking government ploy, because the person, I feel like the person was almost using me to try to get back close to 6ix9ine. After 6ix9ine, it kind of realized, wait, nah, this person ain't right. Cut the person off. The person hits me up like, yeah, he don't even hit me. Yo, we don't, like, you don't really fuck with us like that no more. I'm like, what? I'm gonna find out what. Anyway, lo and behold, comes out in court, the nigga's an informant. so I say all that to say, I don't know how 6ix9ine may have known, or maybe just did the math. Even I think the math was kind of adding up. But at that point, I think he probably already started to plant the seed in his mind. If there's federal informants around him, he's fucked. He's fucked. He's fucked. You feel me? I'm just saying that it was one of the most surreal conversations I had, and I thought it was bullshit, honestly. I thought it was a paranoid nigga who shit was going so fast for, he just didn't know how to, you know? So when he said it, and I ain't gonna lie to you, this is why it's so surreal for me today. That's why I came on the stream with that confused. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I've been reviewing all the court shit. I'm like, what? Wait. Here's the thing. The individual that was the federal informant, I spoke to bunch of more times afterwards. Just like, how you been, blah, blah, whatever. I know 6ix9ine don't fuck with you, but like not because I'm not, if he don't fuck with you, don't mean I don't fuck with you. And I always wanted to bring it up to him, what 6ix9ine said. I wanted to bring him like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, the real reason he don't fuck with you, he said you an informant. And I never brought it up to the person. But I brought it up eventually, way later. And the person said to me and laughed it off. Yo, how could it be me? And he pointed at like 5 other people. I swear. He pointed at 5 other people. He said, what about this person? So and so. And I was like, I'm like, huh. Okay, that's some good answers. So I thought, okay, he not no federal informant. Anyway, basically, yo, I kid you not, bro. This is tripping me the fuck out. The nigga was cooperating. Actually, I did ask 6ix9ine why. I was like, yo, wait, why they cooperating? He told me. He told me why. And I disregarded it, and I think it was true now. It was true. The person, of course, was a federal informant, and you know what's crazy? The person even told me directly. The person said, yo, how could I be a federal informant? Like, all the niggas who are gang, or the gang know me. Like, if I'm an informant, I'll be dead. Bro, I don't know, man. This case is some weird shit, bro. They got informants on informants. I just can't believe I was fucking talking to a nigga thinking like he's just a regular nigga and he's fucking informant. Good thing imagine if I was talking to him, okay, whoa, glad you're not a federal informant. This is what I did. That nigga would have had me up in there like, yo, bring Akin too. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Yo, it pays to not do crime, people. Let me just tell you that. You see, I don't really got to worry about that shit. Yes, it was a federal, like one of the niggas who I thought was just a regular guy was a federal informant. Hey, matters to me none. I did no crimes. There was nothing to involve me in. God damn. I'm not going to drop names. Is my mic too... Oh, my mic is way too loud. But this is why it's tripping me out a little bit. That's still about a month or so before 6ix9ine gets locked up. And I go back to the Breakfast Club interview. He says, I see the feds staking outside my whatever. And then you identify certain people that have flipped and they're federal informants. What do you do? I don't know. Hold on, what the fuck? Hold on. You said tell y'all the reason that he gave me? Nah, I can't. Well, I can't, bro. Like, my nigga, the nigga name is literally there. You feel me? As like an informant. So, like, there's another video that came out. That's the shit that just tripped me out, bro. Here's some audio. Here's some audio. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. The wait. By the way, speaking of which, so the audio I'm playing now, this is the audio of allegedly Jim Jones and Mel Murder speaking. This is yo, all this shit is so eerie, bro. But I'm gonna play it again.
He definitely humiliating Shotty right now. But
well, you got the picture up there next to the post. You're like, when you go to YouTube and World Star, they got his picture next to this shit. Everything he say, they got a split screen with Shotty picture next to this shit. I said, this shit crazy, son. But he doing that to make K9 think he don't got no relationship with Boy. That's what he trying to do. That's what he trying to do. He trying to live. He trying to separate himself.
that's cool, but now he gotta get violated.
Yeah, super violated. Super duper. So ain't too much he can really do unless he gonna go run around with 100 armed securities all day. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get shot at pay.
He ain't getting enough money for that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And he just canceled all his shows.
And he ain't a gang member no more.
Nah, he ain't nothing.
That's what Shotty needs to make sure he do.
Nah,
Tell that nigga that he not a gang member no more. He kicked out the whip. He was never a gang member. Nigga, Shotty need to expose him. Like,
nah, supposed to remember the dude. Yeah, they got a TMZ. TMZ want to talk to niggas on Monday. So Shotty like, you want me? Crippy. I think he said.
Nah, you don't need to be on no TMZ. Let Shotty be on TMZ.
I'm not gonna get on it, but he wanted me to talk to the nigga and tell the nigga what happened. Like, cause you know, my lap first. You feel me? So he want.
Nah, you don't say nothing. You let Shotty handle that shit, bro. You don't say nothing.
So don't say nothing.
Nah, Shotty gotta handle that shit. He get on TMZ. He need to talk his talk. He need to talk his shit. You dig?
Mm-hmm.
And he need to be very, very, very articulate about what he's saying, why he made people think that nigga was a gang member. He needs to let niggas know that he was never a gang member. He was always a money ploy for the gang members. He got to figure it out, but they gonna have to violate Shorty because Shorty on some bullshit. Shorty think he gonna be going to the strip clubs and all that type of shit. Like, Shorty better get on his A game.
Shotty, I already know Shotty. You know that nigga's a demon, homie. You know that nigga live for shit like this, homie. He gonna treat that nigga like how he was blowing Chinese shit up. He gonna be lying with that nigga shit up. He don't got nothing to lose no more. This is all he had.
Well, he better get to violating. He better stalk Shorty every move. One of them security better get hit. Something better happen.
Nigga better start marveling, nigga.
He better start doing something. Once he start tearing the security down, ain't no security gonna want that job. He gonna have to stay in the house pretty soon. That's it. That's what happens. Once security get injured, them niggas like, nah, he's too much of a liability. I'm not gonna protect nobody that know that is causing harm to us. No. And that's all these niggas gotta say. One shot, he let niggas know, man, bro, we gonna tear the security up, bro. We not even worried about you, bro. You ain't even. We gonna tear the security up. Once niggas start doing that, the security gonna be like, listen, bro, I ain't in it for this, bro. You gonna have to do this shit on your own time, bro.
You can't. The security out in New York can't run around with fire on them, right?
Nah, them niggas, or unless they ex-police, but it don't matter at that time because they doing an illegal job. You dig? And it don't matter because if shot ain't run down on them, they can't pull their gun out to shoot nobody unless a gun is pulled out.
Change.
That shit crazy. Whoa! That shit's crazy. Oh, man. Grow up and be a gang member, niggas. Yo, let me tell y'all this. Life is great in a pussy nigga lane. If y'all niggas want to come over here and make money, fuck bitches, stay in the house. Like, yo, come be a pussy nigga, bruh. The gangster, bruh. If a nigga was talking about me like this, I'm pissing myself. I'm out of here, bro. Bro, y'all need to come join the Pussy Nigga Association. Y'all don't gotta worry about this type of shit, bro. Lord. Ooh. Hey, again, there's mad more audio that's gonna come out. All I'm gonna tell you, and by the way, if you ask me, the line was just tapped here. I think the line is just tapped. So one of their phones is tapped. You get me? So that's why the feds have this. I don't think one of these dudes are cooperating. No. Mel Murder got, like, did he get sentenced? But, like, he took it, he pled guilty. Nah, so these niggas know. But, shit, fuck, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. I was already mentally fucked up off the fact that, bro, I've never even knew a federal informant till today. Well, is the sex count as a federal informant? I guess so, right? I was just hoodwinked. Yo, you ever watch the cop movies when they're like, yo, if there's an undercover cop or, like, somebody masquerading, working for the cops, if you ask them a direct question like, are you the feds? They cannot lie. If they lie, they throw out everything in court that you do afterwards. I asked that nigga, I said, yo, he said you a federal informant, bro. Are you? He laughed. He said, I'm not. I'm like, okay, sounds believable. I don't know, bro. Bro, I am kind of shook. I'm kind of shook. I am, bro. Because I'm shook just... Yo, there's mad. Hey, I'm just imagining. Again, this is why it's giving me like I'm thinking about the timeline different now. So if 6ix9ine knows a month before that there's I think he thought at the time it's a FBI informant in his crew. And let me just clear at least one person's name because I know him. Shotty was not the informant, so I don't want y'all to start guessing. And it's not Shotty, okay? I heard nothing about nothing like that, okay? But clearly there were people who are. You see them if you look at the transcript. They are listed as CIs. You have CIs and CWs. Confidential witness. I think it's confidential witness or something like that. But CI is definitely confidential informant. And yeah. Sometimes the confidential informant don't have to they don't have to be listening to the transcript. They could just be wearing a wire and they're around you and you're running your fucking mouth and the wire captured the whole recording. Now they about to play in court. Fuck. I might have to stop hanging out with rappers, bro. Yo, no more rappers hit me up. I'm good. No more rappers hit me up. I'm straight. Y'all niggas got too many informants around y'all, and niggas call me the fucking pheasant. They be acting like I'm telling. Y'all niggas got the niggas around y'all telling. The fuck? There's at least 2 to 3 other niggas in 6ix9ine case who cooperated before 6ix9ine. Honestly, if you ask me, when they locked up 6ix9ine, I'd be like, 6ix9ine, I ain't gonna hold you. He already told all you. This nigga been wearing a wire and you chill with him a lot. This nigga right here, nigga, we just got his iPhone on. You feel me? By the time 6ix9ine hear all that shit, he's like, fuck, I am done. And they probably just slip a paper across the desk like, not exactly, sir. If you snitch on the rest of these niggas, we got a deal for you too. I'm sorry. Somebody said you'd have never thought them dudes were informants? No. You're not understanding what I'm saying. It's like it's a lot of, and I'm not making any allegations for anybody who was a 9 Trey member. I don't know any knowledge of that. The people who I am hearing were informants were people who were around or people who they had issues with. Okay? I'm gonna say broadly. You feel me? So, it's not Shotty or none of them niggas who's like gang or whatever. I think. I don't know. The reason why, I'm going to keep bringing this up, I feel like the informant was trying to trip me up. Because I told him, I said, bro, I was like, bro, I ain't going to lie to you. Yeah, 6ix9ine ain't gonna kick it with you no more. Like, I asked that nigga. I actually asked him why he don't chill with you no more. And he's like, what did he say? He said, well, So at first I was capping. I said, well, you said, niggas was kind of stealing shit, niggas doing this, that. He said the money was kind of looking funny, you know what I mean? So niggas was kind of getting into his business a little bit too much. And the press kid was like, nah, they were like, explain everything away. Like, no. Like, nah, I never did none of that. I just did, nah. Like, we just cool. I'm like, fuck. I can't tell you the real reason. I don't want to tell you, bro. I don't want to tell you. Then after a while, I just said, fuck it, bro. Bro, he says you an informant. Maybe he's capping or he's delusional. And the reason why I even told that nigga that, because the person even told me was like, yo, he said, it's your act. And the person, I think the person knows because 6ix9ine told him, like, yo, 6ix9ine found out, they knew it. I guess that person probably didn't think other people, I don't know what the fuck, bro. Like, this is, be a gang members, niggas. What the fuck? Go be a gang members. Go be a gang member and get up in this shit. What the fuck? But he was capping her first. He was like, nah. It's like, nah, I'm not. Me? Why would I? The person actually said, I'm the most loyal one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I believe this. Yo, I'm too naive. I'm so glad I'm not in the streets. Nigga would have been tricked me and set me up, bro. I'm staying on the sidewalks and in the crib, bro. I'm mad naive. This is the informant. The informant told me, it was like, wait, you heard I am the Fed informant? I said, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's what I heard. I said, bro, I'm the most loyal nigga here. Okay, you right. I'm dumb as shit, right? I'm dumb as shit. Bro, I'm telling you, I was so dumb. I'm smartening up, though. I'm learning. By the way, when I did bring it up to them, it was. I actually started to grow suspicions. I'm gonna tell you why. They were starting to show and build cases, it seemed. Shit was popping up on TMZ of allegedly what 6ix9ine and his crew was doing. And just certain niggas was just never getting arrested. I was like, wait. Wait, did they call you for questioning? No. Me, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Okay, alright. Wait, hold up, nigga. Wait, they don't talk to you at all? No, don't talking to me for what? Wait, so everybody get locked up with... Just think about situations where the police finding shit, the police saying crimes just happened, and just think about if it's not 6ix9ine of them, right? 5 niggas go do a shootout, or just think about like 5 roles of people going to do a crime. They only locked up 4. Then another situation. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. This shit is creepy. I'm gonna tell you nothing. This is how the person threw me off too. When trying to like, he was like, nah, it's like me, informant. The fuck you talking? The person said this to me. This is how close we were to 6ix9ine, true be told to. They said, yo, they said, honestly, it said, I don't even know what's really going on, bro. Every time, blah, 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 yo, cops keep pulling us over. So I'm thinking, if you're telling me the cops is pulling y'all over, it's like, yo, cops keep pulling us over. Cops will just come, like, just start showing up. Like, if you're actually the feds, you're not going to be complaining about the cops, right? Like, right? If you're an informant, you're not complaining about the cops because you're working with them. Like, they your mans, right? So when he started telling me, I'm like, okay, yeah, it can't be you then. It's somebody though. I knew it was somebody. I knew it was somebody. I just didn't think it was certain people, or I didn't have proof really. And I thought I would have never got proof because they would have protected them in court a little bit more, I guess. Because truth be told, again, I'm telling y'all could read between the lines and maybe y'all could figure out blah, blah. It ain't up to me. And also, I don't want to ever be responsible of just go throwing some niggas or some chicks' life in danger. That's not my style. I'm just giving you, like, my perspective on shit. But the feds don't look like they were trying to protect them niggas. They threw them to the wall. All them gang niggas that was in court today that's probably listening and like, say what? Wait, where that recording come from? Wait, I know who was there when we were having this comment. It was this nigga. Wait, somebody had a wire on. They figuring this out, okay? And it wasn't 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine just started. 6ix9ine started Whitney Houstoning after he got locked up. There's other people who ain't singing, but they was listening and recording. Oh man. Oh man, this is crazy, bro. I'm not calling nobody's names, and please don't go attack or call nobody no informant. I'm just saying, if y'all really are interested in knowing, go read the paperwork. You know when people like to read the paperwork? Remember when the dumbass blogs were like, oh, act? Thanks be to God, my name ain't get brought up yet. But shit, if it was, it would be on some dumb shit. It wouldn't be on Snow. Remember when niggas was like, yo, Ak is the one who... Hell, nigga, I'm finding out this shit with y'all. I'm like, I'm sipping my Henny in my Jose Cuervo like, what? Today, 8 rappers hit me. Some of the biggest rappers in the world. We'll mention their names. Some of the most popular rappers. And I think they're like, this is the federal case. You don't want your name to be called, period. Like, even if it's a name drop, you don't even want the prosecutor to say your name. But it might happen. But you just definitely don't want no allegation, right? Like, shit, I never heard that Jim Jones video before today, but just say Jim Jones was mentioned randomly and he never talked to nobody about nothing, right? You don't want your name to be mentioned in court like, yo, Jim Jones. Oh, yeah, he's blood. What? What I got to do with anything? Cardi B. Oh, yeah, she wants... What? You feel me? Like, so there was a lot of rappers who I think... There was a lot of fake tweets going around, so they were hitting me like, wait, did this happen? And I was like, wait, give me a minute. I'll go check the transcript and see what was said in court. But it's unfortunate if anybody's name got brought up in anything. Lord. I didn't say which rapper it was. I'm just saying it was multiple rappers too. So please do not put no names to it. I didn't call no name for the informant. Hey, yo. You know what's funny? Yo, listen to how dumb I am. Before I got on stream just now, nigga, I was gonna text the informant. Like, pause. Nigga, I was gonna text the informant like, nigga, you were the informant all along? Then something just slapped me and I was like, oh shit, the fuck? It's the informant. The fuck you gonna... Nigga, it's one thing if you don't know. Nigga, you know. It's like, oh, never mind. I'm good. There's no more questions I need to be asked of that fella. Or that lady. I was gonna hit them like, bro, it was you all along? Bruh, it's like, you ever watch, it's like Shaggy. What's this shit called with Shaggy? With the mystery van and all that shit. What's that shit called? Let's see, mystery van. Oh, Scooby-Doo! It's like fucking Scooby-Doo! You know when they find the person and... Wait, it was you all along? Oh my god. Oh boy. It was you all along? Alright, I'm sorry. That's just still tripping me out. And by the way, I'm still tripped out that 6ix9ine knew back then. He told me, he said, we found out that so-and-so is an informant and we can't fuck with him no more. He said, you found out the feds picked him up, and then I won't say anything else because that might give up who the person is. Somebody said, where's the paperwork? Nigga, go look at the transcripts. Or if, nigga, there's media right now reporting, dropping the niggas' names. Like, what the fuck? Google, niggas. I ain't saying nothing. Bro, all I'm saying is that in court is very apparent. Somebody said, where's the paperwork? Bro, in open court, if they play audio, and they, by the way, before they play any audio, if they play any audio, there are people with wires being worn. People's cars were hooked up with audio all type of recording devices. And the government admits this. We hooked this vehicle up with this recording shit. The government is not fucking Best Buy, the Geek Squad. The government is gonna hook up. Come on now, like let's do the math. We gave this nigga the wire. Like if they say it in court, you don't need to see the paperwork. Is just did they say it in court? I mean, if that's the paperwork you want to see, yeah, you'll see what the fuck they said in court. They said it in court. Yeah, we put the wire on that nigga. Well, they say exactly that, but the recording came from somebody who had an audio. Yeah, my nigga, the fuck. Somebody says it's always paperwork. My nigga, they're still gonna fucking Why I won't say? Because I do not want to be responsible for when I say something on a stream like this, they're going to send it viral. I don't want to be responsible for essentially making people feel, because this person, their cooperation might have not what sunk the whole gang. Honestly, I think this, at least one of these people is probably one of the reasons why 6ix9ine knew he was fucked. So this person probably sunk 6ix9ine. Not necessarily. Well, I guess sinking 6ix9ine, you sink a lot of other people too, even if you didn't tell. But still, this. I don't believe this person is the reason why Shotty got this amount of years. You know, there were a lot other things going on, like this call between Jim Jones and Mel Murder, and also some other phone calls that supposedly was between prison and the streets. These are wiretaps, you know? So, like, I don't want to just drop a name, and then what's going to happen is niggas are going to run with a narrative like, yo, this is the person who fucking ratted on everybody, then 6ix9ine ratted next. No, like, I just don't believe that is necessarily fair to do. So, even though they might be, you know, it's just that I'm cool without naming the person at this moment. Yo, there's some other quotes. Remember, we got incomplete quotes. We got incomplete quotes. Oh. By the way, officially, 6ix9ine didn't name Cardi B as a blood. Okay. I just got the transcript. This is a transcript right here. I could read it. This is word for word. By the way, it's 250 pages just from today. They ask. The question was, so now you joined the Blood specifically to advance your music career, correct? 6ix9ine says correct. Question then was, you knew that was a way to gain attention? 6ix9ine says no. Then they ask, you never seen anybody join the Bloods and advance their musical career before? 6ix9ine says, not that I could recall. The lawyer brings up Cardi B. He says, you knew Cardi B was a Blood, right? He says, correct. Then they say, you knew Cardi B had music videos with Blood members in their background, right? He says, correct. So he didn't say like, yo, oh yeah, by the way, Cardi B's a Blood and she's a 9 trade, which she's not a 9 trade, whatever. Anyway, let me... Where the fuck is this shit at? Give me a second. I got y'all. I got y'all with some shit right now. Okay. By the way, he admitted he lied on Angie's show. He said he had to lie on Angie's show about how the kidnapping went because some of it was embarrassing. He claimed he got pistol whipped. He never got pistol whipped at all. In reality, what really happened, like he got bullied to get in the car. They did punch on him a little bit, but that was due to them, trying to overpower him a little bit and show him that they could hurt him. But they ain't pistol whip him. You feel me? Remember, he said he jumped out the car while the car was moving. That was not true. He admitted he lied about that on Angie. In reality, they stopped the car and they let him out. They told him to get the fuck out the car. And clearly, what that tells me is that after they got the stuff, which was the chains and shit, they didn't want to kill him, right? Or at least they want him to get out of the car before they did kill him, right? He still thought they didn't want to kill him. All right. I'm gonna get into some of the play-by-play test. I'm gonna show you how this nigga he goes back into interview mode when the defense starts questioning him. But listen to this right here. Remember that comment, right? Remember that comment. Hold on. Why did 6ix9ine when 6ix9ine? I don't know if he's low key taking shots or like this is just him dry testifying. When he was describing Rap A Lot, according to him, he called Rap A Lot a wannabe mafia type thing. Like, what's wrong with this nigga, man? What the fuck is wrong with this nigga, man? Then remember that comment that Harv made to him, where Harv was like, "Respect this dick." I'm just seeing if I can find the fucking, like, the actual dialogue. There's actual dialogue with it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Where the fuck is the thing? Okay. I can't find it. Anyway. The cross examination, which is where now you have the defense attorneys questioning 6ix9ine. This is how petty 6ix9ine is, right? So they asked him about his album that dropped after he got locked up, which is Dummy Boy. And they asked him, like, if he was proud of his success. And he says, of course I'm proud of it, right? And the lawyer was like, yo, how many songs did you make that made the chart? He said, a lot. Then he said, you think you have a lot of fans? He's like, I hope so, right? And then they asked him about how well the album did. This is what he said word for word. Remember Astroworld at debut #1 and actually beat him for that week when he should have got #1? He said, I got #1, but they cheated me. So literally he was talking about the Travis Scott shit. He ain't mentioned Travis Scott name though. What's funny here and interesting, he is keeping it so real. This is all in court, bro. Like, this is how you know a nigga gotta be truthful. They start asking him about Kika, right? Where he's like, yo, I do my own stunts, Jackie Chan with it. And 6ix9ine actually admits that a bunch of his songs he doesn't write. So he's like, yo, well, when they're trying to get him to own up to the lyric, he's like, actually, I get help with my lyrics a lot of times. So he names like his homie that helps him with lyrics or whatever. And yeah. Like this is verbatim what he said. He says, "Sometimes I don't even write the songs. Andrew writes them." Which, you know, I've been in the studio with them, like even like when we did but if you don't know, the guy Andrew, salute to his name is Travis Drew. He's the guy who just Stuck in Dubai. Like that's on 6ix9ine's album. You know, so I remember my birthday was my session. We were working on some other shit. I forgot, was it Triggers or something that was about to come out? And he's like, yo, happy birthday, whatever. He's like, yo, I'm going to give you your best birthday present ever. Pause. Which he's like, yo, let's do a song. He's like, yo, find some random beat. We found like some goofy beat, some like K-pop beat. And then we get in the studio, and I said, bro, I don't have my ghostwriter with me. Nigga, I use people to help me write rhymes, right? And the dude, Andrew, he was there with him. He says, yo, I'll write your shit. So half of my verse is actually written by that guy. He like freestyled it. It's like really dope. His version is probably doper than mine. So change your life, put you in a brand new ride, hills real high, girl in Hollywood hills high, put you on a yeah, he definitely did that part. I ain't gonna hold you. I could put you in the sky, I could get you real high. But it was funny, you know, remember there was like a little controversy, did 6ix9ine write his lyrics or whatever? And some people like, yo, act like, yo, he admitted one time you was on Adam's stream and like you're covering up for him. Like, honestly, number one, he jokes a lot, but when I've actually been in the studio with him and even Andrew, like they're in the studio together, what I actually saw occur, like I saw when they made Tati, which was this song.
Hold up, let me get it started. BB with the Robins.
Yeah, this one.
Holes on my body, cut the bullshit. All these hoes, they ain't loyal.
I literally saw the beat playing, right? And it was three dudes, which they're like childhood best friends, really, like him, Andrew, and this other kid, this like white kid. And it's like they come back out and they're like in a circle. It's like a little cipher. Like they're not writing. They're in a cipher and they're kind of bobbing with the beat. And I remember like 6ix9ine was just fucking insistent on dissing Tato. And I was like, oh shit, this beat kind of hype. I think the beat was produced by Salute to Boy Wonder. Insistent, like there was like 5 lines dissing Tato, but like a line would come from like he it's not necessarily ghostwriting if you're kind of freestyling outside the booth and your homie like nah change it to that, and then you're like, oh yeah, that's dope, and like y'all like keep freestyling back and forth, and then you go back in the booth. I don't think that's like, I think if Drake said, all right, let's go to the traditional whatever of like what people think ghostwriting is. I think if Drake and Quentin did that, like, yo, I don't know, I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people trying to drain me for my energy, right? If that was something that Drake and Quentin are in the studio kind of like going back and forth, and Quentin gives them a line and then he's like, okay, cool, and I'm like, no, don't say I got energy, just say I got enemies, you know what I mean? And he changes that line. I don't think people consider that writing for. Is it help? Hell yeah, but everybody does that, I think. Right? Unless I'm wrong. I've been in the studio and I just out of, I know the fans being a little bit naive. I was naive to some point, to keep it real. I won't mention other rappers that I've seen kind of do that, but it's kind of like it is that collaborative process. That's how, you know, and no, this is not a shot at Nicki. I know people like to say. That's how I could imagine, like, you know, and by the way, Travis Drew is credited on almost all 6ix9ine songs. You know, like, yeah, he's credited, so it's not a matter of credit. But I can imagine that's why maybe Safari feels like he was owed money for some like Nicki songs. Again, not that he ever wrote a fucking verse. I don't think he ever wrote a verse. I don't think he's that good of a rapper, and I think Nicki's really good at rapping. But maybe Nicki is fucking rapping some shit and he said, yo, no, change that. Like, change that one line or that one word. And yes, technically in music terms, you get part of the song. You get like, you're a songwriter. If you fucking say one word, technically, you could sue later to say, I helped write the song. So maybe is that considered writing for somebody? Fuck no. This is kind of considered help. So kind of going back to what 6ix9ine said. I don't know if he's fully capping, but maybe he's not fully capping. Maybe Andrew helped with more than just that. If it's just that, I ain't really calling it writing for him. If it's yo, for example, this song on 6ix9ine's album, I'm gonna play it. This song right here. This was originally Trife Drew's song, which Andrew. It's his song. It was originally called Stuck in Dubai. It was out for a couple months. By the way, they made it while all of them were stuck in Dubai because 6ix9ine was too scared to come home because the FBI ran up in his crib. Or not too scared, but fucking paranoid, right? And 6ix9ine, when he was trying to finish his album in like 6-7 days, he took that song and added a verse to it. Now, if he had taken the song and sang over what Drew did, that's some okay. Niggas wrote the whole shit for you, right? This is by Drew. This is fire, by the way. Super fire. This was 6ix9ine's verse. Anyway, I'm giving you just a little context because I don't want no niggas be like, yo, Ak, he finally admitted he had niggas writing songs in court. You was lying for him. That's as much what I saw like for Tati was as much as like I remember when he played Billy for me. Played Billy. That song was already kind of done. He was just doing another verse, and it was just him adding some bullshit to it. I didn't see nobody help him with that. But maybe I think he does the same thing with everything. I think him and that dude creatively vibe out. They both kind of edit videos. They both kind of like rap. The other dude has his own career too. But who knows? I don't know. Like if he came out later and said, yo, that nigga wrote full songs for me, that's new to me. I never saw that though. So I just said all that to really CYA in case that nigga later comes out and says, yo, that nigga wrote Gummo, Cuda, and every other song other than the songs I saw get recorded. I only know songs I saw get recorded. All right. What else happened in court? I'm going to read like some of his little snarky responses, which if I'm the defense attorney, I'm slapping shit out of 6ix9ine. Nigga, what the fuck? Like, he was being mad smart with them. Hold on. Hold on. What else? They were trying to sell his chain. That domestic violence shit, they didn't really get back into it. They talked about his other charges that he pled guilty for really briefly, like, like old shit, like sex charge. Apparently that nigga sold, like, he middleman like a kilo of coke, and then, or something like that, and then he fucking sold heroin for like 2 days. I don't know what the fuck. Bro, who sells heroin, bro? Like, who takes heroin? Jeez. What else? Oh. Also, this is what we get to find out also in court. I remember there was a video shoot and a barbecue that got shot up. And I think people said, I don't know if that was a Casanova thing. I don't know if that might have been the Casanova thing. Like, remember there was a fucking, like, I don't know if Casanova was on live or Facebook Live, one of his homies, and like they were doing a video and like niggas like drove by and shot the shit up. we get to find out that 6ix9ine and Shotty fucking ordered the shit while they're taking pictures with kids at the Mets game. Yo, what type of shit is this, bro? You're taking pictures at the Mets game. Hey, come here, come on, kid. They're taking a picture with the mascot. I think the mascot name is Mr. Met, and they're like, hey. And they're like, yeah, shoot that shit up, man. Shoot that shit the fuck up. Hey, come on, kid. Like, yo, this shit is the weirdest dynamic I've ever seen, bro. This shit is like a movie and a fucking half. Oh, no, somebody said, that was the Get the Strap. Oh, maybe it was the Get the Strap video. No, it wasn't the Get. It can't be the Get the Strap video because they were there. According to what was said in court, it said 6ix9ine testified that Shotty and him ordered a Brooklyn video shoot / barbecue to be shot up couple minutes after he took pictures with kids and the mascot at the Mets game. Oh yeah, this is what happened with Harv and Tekashi. I guess Tekashi was texting Harv. Yo, Harv don't give a fuck about nothing, bro. That nigga's Jesus Christ. Yo, so 6ix9ine was basically trying, like, he's telling 6ix9ine, like, yo, we don't fuck with y'all niggas based on blah blah whatever we Billy's blah blah. 6ix9ine, of course, you're talking to this like super aggressive nigga, so he tells the nigga, he said, I understand, you know, like I had to choose Shotty's side, blah blah, whatever, I had to pick that. He says, and the dude said, alright, well, you know, we don't fuck with you then. And he's like, yo, I respect that. Then the nigga says, yo, he said, the nigga says to 6ix9ine, nigga, respect this dick. Also, remember I told you about the audio that got leaked in the video? The judge was mad as fuck right before they ended the proceedings today. And apparently they might try to ban they're banning all cell phones. So I'm guessing this dude who's always tweeting most likely is going to, I don't know if he got a laptop in court or something like that, but yeah, they're going forward to ban all cell phones, just because the judge is irate that there's leaks still happening in the courtroom when they specifically say no video and no audio recording. You feel me? So we might not get no more videos, but he's off the stand. By the way, he's off the stand. You know who's on the stand now? The driver. You know, interestingly, by the way, this is how you know Tekashi's fucked. In any case, you know who knows the most about somebody? The person who knows the most about me is probably my driver. Because when I'm being driven either the complex or getting driven wherever, nigga, I'm talking to business. I'm talking to women. I'm talking to my mother. I'm talking to my accountant. I'm talking to and the driver's just there soaking all that up. All I can say, 6ix9ine's driver was called as a witness for the government, which usually means. Okay. Anyway, let's keep it going. So he's on the stand. We'll see what happens or what's said tomorrow. He'll still be on the stand tomorrow. There's a secret recording that's about to leak, or not leak. It's about to get released, where Shotty goes on a crazy, like, you know, one of them Shotty ass rants, like probably sounded like Billy, like, you know this on Billy, this joint right here, probably sounded like this.
That's my word. Get up in their face. Talk your shit. Let your nuts drag, nigga.
Apparently the night, like after 6ix9ine gets kidnapped, he's barking on niggas asking how the fuck shit like that happened. And so if you ever thought Shotty was behind it, unless he's a really good fucking actor and he knew his phone was being tapped and taped, so he's just pretending, looks like he was genuinely just really trying to, you know, like, hold the homie down, you know? Like, you don't look like... Because, you know, some people with a conspiracy, oh, my God, Shotty was behind the kidnapping. According to the fucking details, the nigga was wilding, hops in his Mercedes, gets his pistol, and starts driving around town looking for them niggas who did it, trying to get revenge. Crazy shit. What else? I'm gonna read some shit verbatim in a second, but just give me a little bit. All right, okay. Let's just read the Here we go. Okay. You ready? We're going to just read what happened today in court after I left. This was after the break. At 2 o'clock, I had to leave. What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck is this? I don't know what this nigga's on some shit. Alright, anyway. Show this thread. Okay. Here we go. Where did lunch happen? Okay, cool. Okay, so when he's in court after lunch, right? They're asking him a bunch of shit, but really, I want to get from like I want to get to him being like mad, relaxed on the stand, and like show you how he was getting smart with these niggas, right? So, all right, they're back. Harv's lawyer starts the cross-examination. And he says, yo, remember that? He said, do you remember posting, and 6ix9ine did post a video on Instagram saying, yo, somebody please snatch my chain. So essentially, they're trying to set up this whole thing that, yo, nigga, you were basically trying to have somebody take your chain, and when no one took your chain, maybe you just faked it being taken, right? And he said, you posted this prior to the carjacking. And the lawyer then says, do you also remember when you posted a video pretending you were dead? And like basically they're trying to paint the picture like, yo, this nigga has pretended to do everything that the kidnapping was. Why we think the kidnapping is real then, right? So they're saying, remember that video where you pretended to be dead? Like, and there was a video of 6ix9ine like almost like he was being wheeled into like some hospital, and 6ix9ine said, could you show me? And person said, for now, a private viewing. I guess he just shows him on like some little screen or something like that. And 6ix9ine says he doesn't remember uploading the video, but he remembers being filmed in that position. Pause. The lawyer says he wants the video in evidence, but the judge objects to the commentary that accompanies it. The commentary that accompanies it. Then the lawyer says, part of the role of my client, and this guy I believe is Harv, was to collect money for you, right? And 6ix9ine says, correct. Then he denies memory of Harv collecting money for him at a strip club. Then the other lawyer says, in a month after Gummo came out, how much money did you make? He said $60,000. Then they start asking him, so Treyway Entertainment, was that a legitimate corporation? 6ix9ine says, I would not say so. I did not see no paperwork. The lawyer says, didn't you just say Shotty and others had tried? And 6ix9ine cut them off, like literally. So you gotta imagine, right? 6ix9ine's like, tried. It was like I could try to make a 3-pointer and not make it, right? Clearly he's getting a little snappy, but this ain't the niggas who he gotta please to get his deal, right? So he needs to fuck them up. It's all a game, right? So 6ix9ine, these are the ops questioning him, really. These are the ops lawyers questioning him. The ops in his mind, right? Then they ask him, before Gummo, what was the genre of music you're doing? He's like, I like a rockish rap. Then they ask him, did you tell others to suck your body part? Or they're pretty much asking him, you told other niggas to suck your dick, bro. He said, yeah. Pause. And said, but you said you just had to ponder it. 6ix9ine said, I don't know what ponder means, bro. Then they continue. Do you ever recall challenging Trippie Redd to a fight? He says, no. He said, Casanova? No. Then 6ix9ine says he did make a challenge to fight his best friend, but he didn't fight. And then they ask, I don't know, this is confusing. But he wasn't always your best friend. I don't know if they're still talking about this Andrew guy who's supposed to be his best friend or some other person. I don't know. Then the answer was, before I met him, he couldn't be my friend. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, honestly. So they said, what about when Snow followed you from the T-Mobile store? Did you call Harv? He said yes, but Mel Murder came first. Then the question asked, but then Harv came. And he said correct. He says, and in the LA airport, 6ix9ine says, Harv had just been promoted to my road manager. And then the question was, and around the Super Bowl? I don't know what the fuck was going on in the Super Bowl. Oh, I think there wasn't a Super Bowl party like in Minnesota or some shit? That he did? I might have been tweaking. I don't know. Anyway, then the question is, and around All-Star Game, people were bothering you. Some gang members were mad you ain't check in, and Harv squashed that situation. 6ix9ine says, no, it was me, Harv, his girlfriend, a light-skinned chick taller than me. I believe she has a daughter or something. God damn it, that nigga just gave the whole family lineage up, bruh. He gave the whole family tree up, bruh. Fuck it, bruh. God damn. Then the question is, wasn't Harv mad at Shotty for getting you banned from places like the Barclays? 6ix9ine says, no. You're going to hear a lot of no's. You don't agree with this motherfucker. He's trying to spin you. Then the question was, by then you were one of the hottest artists in the country. 6ix9ine corrects the nigga and says, no, in the world. You could tell, much different tone than when, like, he looked like he's begging, like, he just wants to please the prosecutor because the prosecutor is going to be the person who makes the motion for the 501k letter that he could get out below the mandatory minimum, which means a lower sentence. But the defense attorneys, he getting smart with them like this is the Breakfast Club interview. Like, these niggas are Charlemagne. Right? Then they ask, it says, and you were proud of that? He says, yeah, it's something to be proud of. Continue, they ask, yo, you didn't tell people that you knew what the media wanted? He says, not that come to my memory, no. Like, yo, he played these niggas. Then the question is, on July 21st, 2008, you were just on the verge of releasing a song. You were kidnapped and robbed on the same day. He said, nope. So, the question is, what day did it happen? He's so petty. It says July 22nd, not the 21st. It was like 5 a.m. So, he was basically saying, I got kidnapped after midnight, not before. Anyway. So the question is, so this alleged robbery happened hours before the release, correct? And the release of Fifi, right? He says, correct. Then the note is 6ix9ine is taking swigs of bottled water, doing this cross-examination, and leaning back in his chair. So 6ix9ine probably got his feet up now. Fuck that. He know he did his job already. Now he just gotta, right now you just seen the finish line, bruh. You seen the finish line. He cooling now. He's settling in. He drinking his water. If he probably had some Henny with a... Let's get it. So they said, so it's supposedly, they robbed you, supposedly. Harv and Shaw weren't wearing masks, right? He said, right. They ain't had none of the fucking masks on. Then they asked him, in fact, according to you, Jorge went outside and spoke with them. Who struck the car you were in? You said, yeah. They said, did you see a gun? Yup, immediately. So the question is, wait, you could drive, right? I guess they're saying, all right, if that's what happened, your driver gets out, sees the niggas who are going to kidnap you, they see people with a gun, you could drive. Why you just hop in the driver's seat and skirt? He says, I don't got a license. Yeah, this is hilarious. I'll score one for the defense attorney. Why you ain't get away when really what he should have said is, well, they're setting it up because they ask him, why didn't you drive away? They're just asking him, can you drive? He's saying, I don't have a license. But then they said, but you have driven many times. He says, a handful of times. They ask, what's a handful? He said, like 6 times. 2 handfuls. I don't know. What the fuck? Like, that nigga's just clowning with them. He's like, 2 handfuls? The fuck? Like, he's like playing on words, joking with these niggas at this point. Question is, so you were repeatedly hit by Sha? Yup. To the face and to the nose. A lot. Yo, this is how you know you telling on nigga, bro. So you're saying he beat your ass? Yup. He elbowed me? Bah, 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 bah. Yeah, yes, a lot. He said, for how long? Like 20 seconds. He said, Sha's a big guy. Bigger than me. Like, you could like, these remarks seem very snarky. You feel me? Much different tone than when the prosecutor was talking to this nigga. You know why? This nigga know, man, his ship is sailed. He did his job already. And the question is, do you recall a proffer session with the prosecutors? He said, yup. By the way, the prosecutor had brought up the fact that he was down, he was, part of the reason he's cooperating is that he signed a deal and he's hoping to get a lesser sentence in. So the prosecutor brought it up before because they knew the defense attorneys were going to bring it up. So this proffer session right here is where those talks of deals and shit like that happens. You get me? You basically you basically sit with your attorneys and them and y'all figure out a deal that could be made, that could be agreed upon, that y'all don't have to go to trial or that y'all could give up the information that they want, right? So the question is, did you tell them you got punched in the face and the nose? Then the judge says, the jury's coffee and snacks have arrived. Let's take a break. Okay. Thread continues in 10 minutes. All right. Let's keep it going. We're back. The lawyer asked, they didn't come after you with the car, did they? 6ix9ine says, correct. And the question says, and a car just happened to be there. Right. So basically, remember when he got away and he ran around the corner and he saw a car? They're saying they didn't come after the car, did they? So you're saying they did all that to kidnap you, you get away, you run like around the corner, they don't chase you around the corner? And you hop in a car, and a car just happened to be right there? Sound mighty suspicious. He says, correct. The question then was, yesterday you said you ordered the guy to drive. This is how you know 6ix9ine is comfortable. That nigga said, no. I said, drive the fucking car. Imagine saying this in court. Drive the motherfucking car. You feel me? This nigga 6ix9ine cooling right now. Cooling. Now the defendant, the defense attorney said, asked 6ix9ine if he ever looked at his jewelry in his daughter's Pampers bag before giving it to Sha. No, he did not, but he says it was worth around $360,000. When he was free, he was jacking that it was around $1 million. If y'all don't know the whole game of jewelry, this is how it goes. He paid Jimmy Boy $360,000 for those for the jewelry, or maybe even less. But Jimmy Boy is probably gonna appraise it for like $1 million. Like the jewelry game is so fucking weird. It's so kind of shady a little bit, where you could buy something for $5,000, depending on the name of the jeweler or whatever. Like they could appraise the shit for almost $15,000. Like you get me? Like so you could essentially brag that it's $15,000. It's insured for $15,000. You get me? And also, to a certain extent, if you're selling it to probably a non-jeweler, you could act like, okay, it's $15,000. But of course, the jeweler would actually get the quality of the stones or If it's gold, the fucking mixture, they know exactly how much it's worth. But pretty much, I say all that to say, all rappers cap about their jewelry. 6ix9ine was no different. He said it was worth $1 million. Shit was $360,000. When a rapper says that their chain costs $500,000, it probably costs maybe $95,000. Rappers are notorious liars. Okay. All right. But I was trying to, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Jimmy Boy was eating off 6ix9ine, bro. Like, you just got $360,000 from him from the first set of chains. He gets robbed and he gives you another $360,000. Ching ching jackpot! I think I'm in love. What the fuck? I was trying to get Jimmy Boy. I was like, yo, Jimmy Boy, make me a chain. Like, he even sent me a design. Like, it's what the Jimmy Boy about it. I think he was getting so much money with 6ix9ine. He's probably thinking, yo, broke fucking blogging ass. I don't got no time to make no change for you right now. Right now, I'm making all the rainbow pendants. Fuck that nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I remember I asked him, yo, what's up with the chain? I think that nigga left me on red. I ain't gonna hold you. He just left me on red like, all right, nigga. You ain't paying me $360,000, which he is right. I ain't paying a motherfucking soul no $360,000 for some fucking jewelry. I'm good. Anyway, he says, how do you know how much it was cost? 6ix9ine asks, do we have it? The defense attorney says, did you have the items insured? He says, no. He says, how much did you tell Angie Martinez they were worth? $1 million. He says, $1 million? The guy's asking $1 million, and 6ix9ine says, yep. Then the defense attorney says, that wasn't the only thing you lied to Angie Martinez about, right? He says, right. I lied about jumping out the car. Essentially, they're trying to say that 6ix9ine was capping about mad things, right? Like, he capped about how much his jewelry cost, but he also lied about this kidnapping. It was never a kidnapping. That's their whole angle. It was never a fucking kidnapping. He was just capping. I think this is a very ballsy way to try to, like, get your guys off. There's so much fucking evidence, and there was so much snitches and informants in the government's cases, like, that the video, like, apparently the video that captured all of this shit, that captured, like, the kidnapping, is a government device. You feel me? So they weren't even trying to capture the kidnapping. They trying to capture other shit. They trying to capture niggas, I don't know, doing a drive-by or something. They happen to capture a kidnapping. So, like, there's so much other, like, government shit going on where they got snitches, this and third. For y'all to think that y'all could just play people with the it's fake shit and there's nothing on none of the wiretaps of nobody planning a fake kidnapping. There's no text of niggas planning a fake kidnapping. There's actually text of people being mad about a real kidnapping. I don't know how these niggas think they're gonna get off on this. I gotta be honest, truth be told, but we all watching this. This is the movie, right? Okay. It says, how did you get to be on Angie Martinez's show? He says, she asked me previous to the robbery. The question is, in the interview, you said you're the fastest man alive and you could make a movie out of this. Then he says, I don't recall saying that. Which, of course, that's a technical term of not perjuring yourself. If you say, nigga, I ain't never said that, you're lying. If you're saying, I don't remember, how could they prove you don't remember? So, when a nigga say, I don't recall, that nigga 6ix9ine is well fucking trained to tell on these niggas, bro. He got a fucking 101 course in telling on niggas, bro. Alright, check it. So it says, the lawyer then says to 6ix9ine, do you remember telling Angie Martinez I could make a movie out of this and it'll be better than NWA? I ain't gonna lie, this is better than NWA already. The Straight Outta Compton shit. I'm sorry. Yo, one in the chat if this shit is better than Straight Outta Compton. One in the chat, and I ain't even see it on screen yet. I'm reading this shit. The script is lit. Bro, the script is lit. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. The script is lit, dog. I'm sorry. I don't know if I read the Straight Outta Compton script, I'll be all like, oh shit, this shit is, This script is lit. This script is motherfucking lit. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's keep it going. Chat niggas, I see y'all in the building, bro. What's the problem? We got 4,500 people up in here. You know the vibes. Alright. The lawyer then says, okay. So the lawyer says, Lawyer says, you remember telling Angie Martinez I could make a movie out of this and it'll be better than NWA. 6ix9ine says, I said a lot more than that. And then the judge says, just answer the question. When the judge said just answer the question, he's being smart now. He's being smart with the fucking defense attorney, right? And it's because he's mad comfortable, right? So the lawyer then says, with Angie Martinez, you just embellish things? Yo, thank you for sub, by the way, plus one up. It says, with Angie Martinez, you just embellish things? And 6ix9ine says, bro, I don't even know what embellish means. I ain't gonna lie, 6ix9ine's a dumbass nigga. He might not know what embellish means, but he might be trolling. Like, again, I think he's ticking them off. The questions you don't want to answer, I don't recall. What? I don't even know what that word means, bro. Huh? Like, he's trolling them, though. I'm telling you, he's trolling them. So the lawyer says, you told Angie your movie could have been better NWA, right? So the guy's asking the same fucking question again. 6ix9ine says, yes. Then the guy says, you were driving to the Park Slope area without knowing where? Okay, anyway. I guess there's some more stuff, but we don't have it here. But then they continue by saying 6ix9ine is done, meaning off the stand. Now he just has to wait and hope to get the 5K1 cooperators letter. The police officer from the 79th precinct then gets on the stand and says Mr. Hernandez came in bleeding from the face and got hit with a hard object. Officer LeBron, oh shit, describes 6ix9ine's FaceTime with a female who said, Danny, how are you? He said he was okay. Asked where the driver Jorge Rivera was. By the way, where is he? The officer LeBron accompanied Mr. Hernandez in the ambulance to the Kings County Hospital, hearing him say, I thought I was going to die. I thought I was never going to see my daughter again. Now, the omnipresent CIA defense lawyer, Calvin Scholar, starts to cross-examine Officer LeBron. Full disclosure. Okay, so, all right, whatever this is. All right. Previous mystery solved. The next government witness, Jorge Rivera. 6ix9ine's driver, a.k.a. OnStar. Why do you say OnStar? It said, Judge Engelmeyer tells jurors if they say hablo español, it's the English interpretations that controls. Vamos a ver. Jorge says he's from Mexico, came to Brooklyn via North Carolina. At first, he worked at a tire shop until February 2018, then became a driver for a car service. He met 6ix9ine because someone hired him to drive them to a video shoot. By the way, the prosecutor is back on questioning. So the prosecutor is questioning people. So the prosecutor is questioning the driver, saying, yo, prior to this day, have you ever heard, so before you got hired, you ever heard of Daniel Hernandez at 6ix9ine? The driver said, nah, I never heard of him. He said, have you heard of his music? And said, nah, I never heard of him. He said, now, Rivera identified Shotty as 6ix9ine's manager. And he says, so I guess he's asking, like, how do you know all these niggas, right? He said, before you got hired, you knew this guy? Okay, cool. Then you get hired as driver. Okay, how do you know Shotty? Shotty's the manager. Or Shotty's this guy's manager, right? Then they say, what's Rose's relationship with 6ix9ine? And he says, yo, they were friends. They were together a good amount. And it's like, after the day he was kidnapped, quite a bit. It says, clearly, Rivera is not going to share the skepticism of the carjack promotional timing. So, essentially what they're saying, the government called this guy as a witness. He isn't going to be the person that says, oh, no, like, yeah, this shit was all a hoax, and this shit was a scam. It was not a real kidnapping, right? That's what they're saying. Okay, anyway. It says, sorry for the pause. The South District of New York uproar. Second South District of New York uproar. Yesterday it was, Chiron, thank you for the sub, bro. Long live the chat. You know the vibes. Yesterday it was audio, today video. That's after probably I uploaded the video earlier too. Somebody recorded a video of Tekashi on the stand. It says, seemingly shot yesterday. Most are saying it's overflow into courtroom 506. There is no trial tomorrow. Jurors get their own lunch on Monday. So pretty much I think that's the end of that. Yeah. Okay. So essentially what is happening is that the driver is on the stand. I'll say this. In just brainstorming this case, when you're hearing, all right, let me ask you a question. There's a video. Remember they testified that Shotty hopped out of the car and got on one knee and fucking and aimed at somebody who had pulled up and was trying to troll 6ix9ine. Let's remove it from this situation. If y'all all driving a car and your man who's in the front seat hops out, shoots at a nigga, and hops right back in your car, or you drove some nigga to some place where they robbed somebody, don't you think they gonna come get that nigga too? It's like driving a nigga to the bank and they rob the bank and he hops back in your car. They're locking you up too. Just keep that in mind. Anyway, I say that to say you could start doing the math of there's mad crimes in all of this shit. Like, you're getting to realize shit, even some of the shit that with Jim Jones, like, oh, I don't know if they're exactly crimes, but that's dicey. Anybody who not locked up, look at them. look at them. That's just facts. Just look at them. Just look at them. And anyone who was never locked up that testifies probably is for a good reason. Hey, you're an accessory. We don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're in a gang or not. If you don't testify, we can throw you in jail too. Okay, I'll testify. Fuck it. Do the math. Do the math. Okay, y'all want to see the Cardi portion? That's what y'all want? Is that what y'all want? Oh, y'all wanted the Cardi part. All right, here's the Cardi shit. Here's the Cardi shit. I got y'all. Okay. Here's the transcript. Oh, shit. Hey, I'm going to pull this whole transcript in a little bit, and I'm going to really go through it. I might just bring it out on a YouTube video. I don't want to do live on stream. Like, y'all don't want to see. Like, I know y'all impatient motherfuckers. Y'all want to see boring shit. Y'all want to see. But listen to this answer right here. Listen to this answer right here. This is 6ix9ine. From the whole time, me knowing Shotty, it was a lie. He was a liar. I don't know if he's talking about Shotty, but he's calling somebody a liar. We need to see the question before that. Who's a liar? Very interesting. Anyway, the Cardi B shit says, the person says, now you join the Blood specifically to advance your music career, correct? He says, correct. By the way, Complex and everybody else has reissued updates to say 6ix9ine did not what's the tweet they have? Let me see. It says, yeah, she didn't testify that. I'll post it to my Instagram. I'll actually post what he said and what he didn't say. So let me just do it on Instagram real quick. I do my own shit. All right, here we go. I'm posting to Instagram exactly what I'm about to read. Wait, what the fuck? All right, all right. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So let me just read this shit. Damn, I'm getting hot, bro. It says, so yeah, you joined the Bloods to specifically advance your music career, correct? He says correct. Then they asked, you knew that was a way to gain attention? He said no. Then they asked, yo, you ain't never seen nobody join the Bloods and advance their music career before? He said, nah, not that I recall. He said, wait, you ain't know Cardi B was a Blood? He said, you knew Cardi B was a Blood, right? He says correct. Then hold on, you know what? I'm gonna do. I don't know. Let me right here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, so it says, you knew Cardi B had made videos, music videos with Blood members in the background of her videos, right? He says correct. He says, you knew that before you started making these songs. Oh, good looks. Thank you. He says, you knew that before you started making these songs, right? He says, no, I didn't pay attention. Then they says, you didn't know who Cardi B was before you joined the gang. Then the prosecutor says objection. The court says he may answer. Then 6ix9ine says, I mean, I knew who she was. I didn't pay attention to her at the time. The question was, you knew she was successful? He says correct. Then they say, when did you decide to change the genre of music? When I sat down with my best friend Andrew Green and discussed what was the plan for our future, if we were going to keep going as a tour Eastern Europe and not making much money, or start making music relatable where people could enjoy. It says, when was this conversation? Summer 2017, a little bit before. Any idea what month? Said, I'm sorry, I can't recall. A little bit around blah, blah, da, 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 da. Anyway. Okay. Then we'll take some calls. Yeah, I'm drinking water. I gotta stay hydrated, man. All right. I changed with the Henny. The Henny is here, but I'm sweating like a motherfucker. I don't want to pass out to dehydration. This is liquor, not fucking water. All right. Yo, call me on Skype. Call me on Skype. Hold on, I'm gonna get some people in here.
That's so weird.
What's the
Yo, hold
vibes?
on, give me like
What's the
10 seconds.
vibe,
I'm
man?
putting my headphone in.
I mean,
That's so weird.
Hey,
Nigga.
I was in
I was
your
like,
complex building today, man, with the
what?
blicky on me,
That sounds like a felony, nigga. You don't want to say that on Twitch, nigga.
bro. They gotta catch me first.
Nigga, they got evidence right now, so I don't know.
They gotta catch me first, man. Yo, act. Once I walked to the door, seen the police look at me. I looked at that nigga back. Fuck you looking at?
Yo, that's how they be in them buildings, bro. They be hella secure, nigga.
Act. It's a police that once you go in the door, right?
It's not police, it's like fire security. It's like a fucking like you know how the
You
train
go
in
up
New
the
York got like the
escalators.
bar
You go
and
up
shit.
the
Yeah.
escalators,
I
and
don't
the
know, man.
elevators to the left.
New York is like New York. Well, I don't know. I ain't never been in the fucking hood, nigga. I've been in straight Manhattan, nigga. I've been safe.
Act. I had the
But
baddie with me too, bruh. Can't lie to you.
I don't know, man. People weird. I don't know, man.
So you weren't worried that
Oh, you hey
Oh,
Wait,
wait,
what?
hold on, wait, right before I say that. Hey, a quick PSA.
don't do it. No, Ack. I don't need it. No.
I gotta do it. Yo, everybody, my man Little Boom just put out a tape. Everybody go support it, go stream it
Go
on Apple
illegally
Music.
download that bitch, bro. Straight up. Y'all steal that shit.
Or at least go drop a scorpion on his Instagram. It's just at Little Boom. By the way,
Hey, I got that done. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, good shit. Listen, we talk about it. But still, I want y'all to support him because he's one of the niggas who came from our stream, who came from our community. Like, don't be one of them hating ass niggas that when you start seeing a nigga get some success, now you mad at that nigga. But when he was struggling like a motherfucker, you were happy and mad cool with him. Boom is trying to do some good things. We support him. I support him. Please, chat, go support him, all right? Oh, they say y'all mic low? Talk.
Yo.
N-word.
Oh, no. Yeah, I good. Hey, man, have y'all ever talked to a federal informant? That's what I got to ask y'all.
Nigga, I am a federal informant. No, I'm just playing.
Bullets. I know bullets that got sent out of federal informant, allegedly.
Stop it.
Bro, these new niggas in the chat, bro, they coming from inner city press and Twitter and shit, bro. I'm about to flame these niggas.
People I know, allegedly, bro, they smoking people, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
All right, hold on. Let me ask this question. Do y'all think that
Yo, Ack, your mic low.
Oh, my mic is low?
Yeah, and we're loud as fuck.
Oh shit. All right, I'm adjusting. All right, do y'all think that with Jim Jones, like they played an audio with Jim Jones, like he ain't charged? Do you think Jim Jones has to come out and like give a answer to what the fuck niggas just heard?
Bro,
because remember all that super violate shit, niggas thought it was shoddy. Well, I think they said it was a different audio with shoddy. I don't know if it is.
Bro, that wasn't me, bro.
So if you're Jim Jones, you're saying that was you?
That was not me, bro.
Bro, what do you mean you gonna say it's not you?
Bro, that's not me.
But you're a rapper now. You got to answer to it.
Nigga, that's not me. Like, I'm telling you, it's not me.
No, I'm not talking about in terms of the Fed case. I'm saying, don't you got to, like, explain to the people what the fuck they just heard?
Bro, that's not me. But I don't want the feds making the block.
Wait. What you just said? Say that again?
They played an audio of Jim Jones randomly, right? Jim Jones and some other guy talking. Jim Jones actually one of the defendants talking about violating 6ix9ine because of the Breakfast Club interview. Do you think that Jim Jones has to come out and say something like, yo, because now niggas is going to be looking at Jim Jones like, yo, bro.
No. He's not supposed to say nothing.
Yeah, I'm saying that's not me, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't even say that's not me. I just literally not going to talk about it. Because people are going to be like, bro, we know that's you, nigga. I know how you sound, Jim Jones.
No. I don't even think it's a question that people say to Jim Jones. I think people are like, yo, they want to answer for what they were hearing.
But who finna defend sick? Like, you know, all these rap niggas hate him already. So
No, not like that. But like, listen, to the common, regular YouTube watching niggas, they don't know the history of Jim Jones, 9 Trey, Mel Murder. They probably don't even know that Mel Murder, aka Mel Matrix, was signed to Jim Jones. He was signed to Bird Gang at one point. You feel me? So I'm wondering if he's gonna come out and be like, bruh, listen, I don't know what y'all talking about with that, but yo, that was my homie and he used to be my artist. Like, I don't know what the move is after that. Somebody says just stay quiet and leave it alone.
Yeah, niggas in the chat like nobody give a fuck about what Jim Jones gotta say. Nobody care.
All right.
Damn, Jim Jones. I thought you had rank, nigga. Damn.
All right. Let me ask you another question. Even a better question.
What's up?
Troy Ave's trial just got scheduled for a month and a half from now. By the way, Troy Ave showed up to the trial today. Troy Ave is looking at 25 years.
Tough.
Unless he tell on Taxstone for allegedly shooting niggas in a green room.
Damn, bro. Free Taxstone. Free Taxstone,
Hold on.
nigga. That's all I can say.
If you're Troy Ave, what are you telling?
If I'm Troy Ave, nigga, free Taxstone, nigga. I'm gonna be a free man, nigga. Free Taxstone.
Let me get those names out of it. You got beef with a nigga, slow or boom. You see that nigga,
okay.
You with your mans.
Pause.
No, you're with your mans. You see him, he's by himself. Y'all jump on him, y'all start fighting, and homie pulls out a gun and shoots your man. Kills him.
Who got the gun, me or Slowbugs?
All right, say, bruh. Both of y'all are friends. Y'all are friends.
Okay.
Y'all are friends.
Okay.
Y'all got mutual beef with one nigga. Y'all see him? The nigga pulls out a gun and shoots
that nigga right
him.
there.
Yeah, he pulls out the gun.
Slow.
He shoots slow.
Okay.
But what's only seen on video is after he shoots slow, there was a scuffle. You pick up the gun and you start shooting at him, and you may have shot somebody in the leg, right?
Bruh.
They lock you up and him. So Slow is dead now. Slow dead. He gone.
Slow dead. Damn. What the fuck?
Bro, he's dead. Like, he got
I
shot.
was like, bro, like if Slow got hurt, bitch.
No,
like,
he died. He died.
That's even worse, nigga.
Okay, so now they got you locked up, and they got the guy you were fighting and shooting at locked up. And they say, bruh, even though your man died,